Hi guys, happy new year. First video of 2023, and today I have a 16 Volkswagen Transporter diesel. Did have a check engine light on along with that flashing glow plug light, but I don't know where the check engine light is gone to now. But anyway, that's gone off, but we do have a flashing glow plug at this moment in time. To the scan tool we have P0406 EGR sensor A circuit high, and that is the car running there with that glow plug light on. I'm just going to switch the key off, turn back on the ignition. There is the check engine light. For some reason the check engine light is going off on me now, but it was on. But anyway, ignition on. I'll bring it out to the engine bay, and I've already got my there, as you can see right here is the EGR valve, and I'm in on with 5 wires, 3 for potentiometer and 2 to move the valve, the actuator. And I have my red lead of my multimeter back probed into the signal wire of the potentiometer of the EGR valve, and that's what I'm getting from that wire. It's jumping up, down, all over the place, and we are getting the circuit high code. And when I disconnect that wire, I'll show you that now in a minute, that does fall to 0. But anyway, yeah, EGR valve at fault for this one, I reckon. And we'll go ahead, if we get the job, and change this. See what's involved. It's up at the top. It may not be so bad. It's along there. I'll show you what I can. And that's it for now. That's my fault there. It's going way over 5 volts and dropping all up and down all over the shop. Alright, stay tuned. Okay lads, I'm quite sure, 99% sure this EGR valve is at fault here, and we're in the middle wire now, the brown wire, and that is the ground, so 0 volts on that. And just to be sure, just make sure that this will light my test light when I touch it, and it does. So the test light, the other end of that test light is going to battery positive, so when it finds the ground it lights. And lastly, I've done this already, but I'll show you as well, my 5 volt supply, which is 5 volts. So that confirms anyway 100% that EGR valve is after feeling on this transporter. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to change it now, and I'll get back to you. Alright lads, I have my EGR now off. There's the old one sitting in front of you there. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts holding it to the engine. Now, this pipe from exhaust manifold to EGR had to be removed because it is in the way of that bolt there. But not too bad. We have a couple of water pipes for the cooler as well, that we disconnected, and the 5-pin block connector plug. 3 wires down there are for the potentiometer. The 2 wires up top are for the EGR, the movement of the EGR valve. So I was looking at them 3 wires, so ground, 5 volt and signal, and the signal was all messed up on this one. There's my new one, going fitting it to the wagon now. Pretty cool yokes, side skirts on it and all that kind of nice fan. But I've done everything. I was able to get at everything from up top here. I didn't have to go underneath, and hopefully that will be the case when it's going together now as well. So yeah, moving on to refitting the new EGR valve now. Okay lads, my EGR valve is fitted back to the engine. I'm sitting in the van now with the ignition on, and the first thing I notice is that flashing glow plug light is not flashing now anymore. Back to the scan tool. EGR valve open circuit, EGR valve A circuit high. Let's clear them. Back. We'll go back in. Yay. No DTCs. Now bring it back out to the multimeter. I have that hooked up to my signal wire. There it is. There's my new EGR valve going along, and there's my multimeter red probe in on the signal wire, which was jumping around all over the place for us with key on, engine off. I'm now at a nice 0.68 of a volt. So that was bouncing down to that number and then up to 6 volts, above 5 anyway. You see it on the video there, but I reckon we're out of this, and I reckon we're at fix. Did lose a bit of coolant, topped it up as well, with the pipes. Everything went together all right for me. I did drop one bolt down, trying to feed it in for the exhaust manifold to EGR pipe. It took me a little bit of time to find that, but I found it, put it back in, and we're all together. I'm happy. Scan tool, happy. No DTCs. Before I start this, what I might do, I might go messing with the scan tool, just see is there any resets or adaptations I have to do on this. I don't see anything there anyway. Top speed. Well, maybe I mightn't have to do anything here. Basic settings. Adaptation of EGR valve solid. I might do that. EGR vacuum regulator solid valve. I might just do it anyway. Basic settings, not only. Function cannot be executed. Alright, maybe I have to do that running. Okay, well look, I'll maybe try figure this out off camera, but I'm happy so far anyway. Alright lads, this is the transporter up and running. No lights on. Code's gone. I did do that. Where was it? I did do that adaptation of EGR vacuum regulator solenoid valve. I don't think it's really needed anyway. I think it's the solenoid valve for the cooler, EGR cooler bypass. But I did complete it successfully while the engine was running. But yeah, that's it. I'm out of it now. EGR valve changed, and the transporter is now fixed. I'm still hooked up with my multimeter. That number did change, and after a few minutes it came down to 0.6, 0.7 as it should do. So the EGR valve did open, and then after a few minutes while it was ticking over, it nearly closed again now. So yeah, I just had this clip going on around there where my wires are, and this part is gone. I'll do that there now. So yeah, first video of 23 completed with a fixed EGR valve on the Volkswagen Transporter, 16 Volkswagen Transporter. If you're interested in what you see, please like and subscribe, and thanks again everybody for watching, and have a good new year. Happy New Year. See you in the next one. Bye.